Do we need to wait for more people? I think we just have about 4 students or 5 here, if I am not mistaken. Let's wait just 2 more minutes and then we start the class, okay?
Okay, ma.
All right. So good evening once again. If you can hear me, just drop a lovely emoji. Hello. Yeah, that's fine. I can see you, John Paul Adekola. I can see you all. All right. So thank God the time we have been waiting for is here. And our prayer is that God will grant every one of you outstanding success in Jesus' name. None of you will labor in vain in the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
And I want to believe for people that did jump, it was wonderful. It was easy peasy. Yeah, because I saw some of the questions and I was like, most of these things were thoughts. All right. So that's a good one. So this evening, tomorrow and Friday, we shall be having um practical biology classes. All right. And I would I would take it beyond practical. I would start from tips for examinations for you. Because to the glory of God, I've been an examiner for a while. And so there are some common mistakes students make which do affect their overall performance. So briefly, we would go through it, how best or how to attempt questions and how to attend to it. Then we come back to we'll come back to the practical itself, the specimens. The instruction is out already. Okay, so let's start with tips for exams. Let's start with the tips for exams. So I'll be sharing my screen now, and after that we move on to the practical class. All right. So here we have the tips for exam, and these are some of the tips that can help you to do well. That can help you to do well. Okay. Um, Number one thing is once you enter, be calm and be mindful of the time. Be mindful of the time. Be mindful of the time as you work. That is very, very important. Then you don't need to panic. The only thing that makes the difference between the exams you have been writing and this Waec is that this exam carries the title Waec. You've written so many exams, first time, second time, third time, from GSS 1 to SS3. So once you enter, just see it as your normal school exam, but then you need to put in good efforts, okay? Then read the questions very well, and also pay attention to questions, to marks. So I need to say this: reading questions carefully and paying attention to the marks. By the time you are given your question papers, for each question, in front of it, you will see the number of marks it carries. For example, a question can say, describe water cycle, and you will see 10 marks or 8 marks. Now, I hope you are following.
Yes, ma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Immediately you see questions like that with big marks. Please don't answer those questions as if you are just asked to write your name. You are to give as many points as possible, such that, let's assume that the question carries 10 marks, such that whoever is marking it, we have nothing less than 10 ticks. 10 ticks means marking points, marking about nothing less than 10 points. Marking nothing less than 10 points. So For example, the water cycle I used, you can say the water cycle is the process that brings about continuous availability of water. And in front of it, they wrote 10 marks, and that is all you wrote. As a matter of fact, that has not earned you more than 2 marks. You will have to go ahead and tell us the processes that are involved. The processes of evaporation that removes water from plants, that removes water from soil, that removes sweat from the skin and returns it to the atmosphere. The process of transpiration, the process of running off, the process of cloud formation, condensation, the raining itself and all the likes. By the time you put all those points together, your examiner would have ticked nothing less than 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So there is a difference between you just giving definition of 2 lines for a 10-mark questions and you going into details. Do you get me? So when you see questions with big marks, you are to give details. All right? If it is questions that the marks is 1 mark, 2 marks, yes, you can give simple answers and move on. Please, very, very important. And again, for biology, while answering your questions, your spellings are very, very important for keywords. For example, you want to define transpiration, or your answer is transpiration. And when you wanted to write transpiration, you missed out a letter. The marking guide would say spellings must be correct to mark right. So for your keywords, ensure that your spellings are very, very correct. Absolutely correct. Okay? And when you are done, your calculation take time. Don't get stopped. You are on a question, you were unable to put all the points together, you don't really understand it, leave it, continue, and come back later. Don't waste time such that you will now have to rush to submit later. Okay? Learn to manage, or try to manage your time very well. And before you submit, do a final check and go over and over and over of what you have done again. All right? I hope we are following.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now
Yes,
we
ma'am.
move on to the practical itself. And I'll be sharing my screen. I don't know if we have any question based on this that I have done before I move on. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, so you are welcome to practical class. And I want to say this, when you are going in for your practical exam, please have the mindset of getting everything correctly. The reason being that personally I see practical exam as a means of boosting students' performance. Okay? It is a means of boosting students' performance. So please go with the mindset of every question would be answered correctly. Peradventure, the overall mark is 60 marks and you try so hard to have 55, 58. Believe you me, by the time you see your final results, you will appreciate God. Now, in doing this, there are some rules you must play by, you must abide with. For biology practicals, your Spelling goes a very long way. Please, spellings. I know somebody is saying, is it English? When it is not English. This is how biology is being marked. Your spellings goes a very long way. Where the spellings are important as we continue, I would, call our attention to it. I would call our attention to it. And there is no way you can't escape it. You are going to draw at least one diagram. You are going to draw at least one diagram. Each year do have their peculiarity. Each year, there is always one thing or the other that favors individual. My prayer is that your set will also be favored in Jesus' name. Last year practical exam, I remembered it was only a leaf. Just imagine, a leaf that they drew. They only drew one leaf, and that was all the diagram for last year. Previous years, the diagrams were 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, and they attach high grades to it, 10 marks, 12 marks. So please, if you know you are not too good in drawing, from now, I am going to give us all the specimens you would be using for biology practical. Are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And I hope you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, I would give you all the specimens. We won't finish today. We would continue tomorrow, okay? So, as from today, begin and start practicing. Start practicing. Attempt the questions, attempt the diagrams. Today, my plan is that we will take just 3 of the specimens so that we can go into details. And tomorrow, we will take maybe another 3 or 4, and Friday, we would cap it up. All right? So please, whatever we do today that includes diagram, before you sleep today, attempt it, draw it, label it. Okay? How I wish, let me see the image, if there is a means, the message, if there is a means of attaching. All right, it can't be attached. I would have said whatever you draw should be attached so that I see it. When you are going, please don't go with dwarf pencils. It won't make your diagrams beautiful. It's worth it. Get long pencil, which is at least 15 centimeters long. In fact, it is part of the instruction that you must come with your drawing pencils, preferably 2B, and it must be at least 15 centimeters long. Come with your eraser, come with your ruler, come with your blade, and come with your handkerchief or tissue paper. You will be working on with water. And let me also say this, you will be working with water, you will be working with reagents. Please don't let reagents pour on your scripts. You will be working with copper sulfate, you will be working with sodium hydroxide, copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. You will be testing for protein. Please, either by accident or by mistake, don't let this reagent and water pour on your paper. Why? Your papers are going to be sealed up, and it may get turned, it may tear before marking will start. And of course, no examiner would manufacture mark for students. I hope we are taking note of these things. And when you want to draw also, make sure you sharpen your pencil such that if you take the tip of the pencil against your skin, it can pierce. With that, you can have a very neat diagram. Try in your best efforts to have a very neat diagram. I hope you understand. Then, if you want to draw, there is always a size given for your diagrams. You will be given a size. It could be a 6 to 10 centimeter long. It could be 8 to 10 centimeter long or whatever. Make sure you draw according to dimension. So let me say this. Let me say all I need to say concerning drawings once and for all. Make sure you draw according to dimension. And how do you achieve that? What happened? I want to pick pen. Oh. I don't know. Okay, I'll work on it maybe against tomorrow to show you how to work according to dimension, according to size. Then, because your diagram will be measured and the right size equals, if your size is correct, we have your full mark. If your size is not correct, it will be 0. Your diagram must not be too woolly, must not be woolly. Your diagram must not be rough. You must not use broken lines. You must not use arrows. You must not shade. Please note, don't be tempted to shade for any reason. There you will be penalized for shading. Candidates have been penalized for shading. You don't shade in biology for any reason. You don't shade in biology for any reason. Please do not shade. Do not shade. Make use of your ruler very well. Make use of your writing tools very well.
Can you explain that shading? And you give a practical example of what shading is. Some might not know what the shading is. When you say do not shade, can you give an example on? You can go to your PowerPoint slide.
So because I think, look at the image, Ma.
Yes, continue.
So looking at the image of this leaf, of those plants, this is a water leaf plant. This is a water leaf plant. You can be and at the tip, let me see. At the tip, we have the part labeled fruit, which we will want to use a shape like circle to show. Are you with me? Just put your circle. Don't shade in between. Do you get it? Just put your circle. Don't shade in between. Okay? You draw your leaf and you feel like, okay, this leaf looks beautiful. Let me shade it to beautify it the more. No. Just put the shape of the leaf and let it remain like that. So maybe against tomorrow I'll pick practical samples I have marked. I will get images of some that I have marked, and I will use it. I will show it to you tomorrow by the grace of God. Okay. Then For any diagram you are drawing, you are having live specimens. You are having live specimens. Ensure you put your magnification. Ensure you put your magnification. Ensure you put your magnification. And magnification is the size of your image to the size of the image. Okay? You put magnification. I will still explain that when we have live diagram. I will show it to you tomorrow by the grace of God. Then your title, very, very important. When your diagram is being marked, magnification will be scored, title will be scored, neatness would be scored, size would be scored. Your labels, how it is neatly arranged, would be scored. So when you want to label also, pick. Do you want to label to the right-hand side or label to the left-hand side? And make your diagrams to align. Tomorrow I will bring samples. I will bring images, sample images by the grace of God. So let's take these specimens now. Our specimens, we have just 8 specimens for this year. 8 specimens. 8 specimens. Specimens A is bean weevil. Bean weevil. Please, if you are asked to identify specimen A, don't just write weevil. Reason because we have so many weevil. We have the rice weevil, we have the wheat weevil, we have the yam weevil, we have the bean weevil, we have the maize weevil, we have the flower beetle. It also looks like weevil. Okay? So make your weevil to carry the name bean weevil. And whenever you are doing identification mostly is 1 mark. The only thing they want to mark in that identification is your spellings. Please make your spellings to be correct. Bean weevil. Bean weevil is spelled BEAN WEEVIL. Don't make your I to look like L, and don't make your L to look like letter I. Very, very important. Please. Okay? You can also be asked to write the scientific name of specimen A. The scientific name of specimen A. And the scientific name of specimen A is Callosobruchus maculatus. Callosobruchus maculatus. It is not big. As from this evening, call your friends that you are writing Waec together, Callosobruchus maculatus, so that when you get to exam hall, you will remember. That was how we tried to, when we were also learning, that was how we named ourselves. There are some people that when we see today, we will call ourselves by insect names. Okay? Callosobruchus maculatus. And please note also, if you are writing botanical name anywhere, whether in theory, whether in practical, ensure that your botanical names are underlined separately. If you look at this one, you will see that it is written in italics. It is italicized. Okay? So, you cannot italicize your handwriting. The only thing you can do is to underline separately. So you will underline Callosobruchus separately. You will underline maculatus separately. Number 1 rule. Number 2 thing you must follow when writing the scientific name is that the first name must start with capital letter. Please don't say that is how I write my capital letter C. You will not be there to explain to anybody. Let your capital letter C be big. Capital letter C. Don't let it look like any other letter. Callosobruchus, and the maculatus. The first letter is M, small letter, lowercase m. So the first name is uppercase C, the second name is lowercase m. Do you get it? That is the botanical name. It looks so negligible. Please, it is not. It is not. And write legibly. Take your time to write your letter. Don't muddle up your letters, especially when you are writing identification, when you are writing scientific names. Now, another question can say, state the type of metamorphosis specimen A undergoes. It is called complete metamorphosis. Complete metamorphosis. And complete metamorphosis has 4 stages of development. 4 stages of development. Okay? It has the egg stage, it has the larva stage, it has the pupa stage, it has the adult stage. Another question can come, you know, we are just speculating. It is most likely they ask this question, they like ask this question. Okay, it is most likely you are also asked, state reasons for your answer. State reason for your answer. For metamorphosis, it has 2 stages of development, and also the larva and the pupa, they do not look alike. They look entirely different from the adults, and they have different feeding habits. Their feeding habits differs. As a matter of fact, the pupa stage is always the resting stage. The pupa stage is always the resting stage where the growing baby does not do anything. It will just remain where it is, either in the cocoon or wherever. Okay? You could be asked that what is the effect of these organisms, of this organism on crop? What is the effect of specimen A on crops? This is one of the effects of specimen A on crop. One of the effects of specimen A. Can you see the holes it created? And that is the specimen B. We are still coming to that. They bore holes, they create holes into stored beans and seeds. They create holes into stored beans and seeds. And if you look at the quality of this bean seed, it has been reduced. It has been reduced because it already has hole. If you go to the market and you want to buy beans, you will not want to buy the one that has hole. You will say, can you give me another one that is better? Meaning that the quality of that one with holes has reduced. So it reduces the quality. It reduces the quality of seeds. It also reduces the weight because the larva would have eaten up parts of the seeds. Okay. Now, for seeds that have been eaten like this, if you plant them, most of them won't germinate. And therefore, effects of that insect on the crop is that it causes poor germination. It causes poor germination. It also leads to economic loss for farmers. Yeah, it leads to economic loss for farmers because when the quality is reduced, what is supposed to be sold for 10 naira would be sold for 7 naira, could be sold for even lesser amount of money, which is a loss to the farmer. It also contaminates food products with feces and body parts. We might have fallen victim before, where you are eating beans and you are eating parts of insects. Okay, it contaminates the food products. It contaminates for the food products. Let's look at methods of controlling pests. This particular pests. Yes, you can control this particular pest using insecticide. You can use insecticide to control it. That is a chemical form of control. Now, I want you to play safe in questions like this, because I remembered a particular year, it's been long anyways, when they were marking, it was reproduction they asked for. And of course, students could have put sexual reproduction as sexual reproduction. But they said no, they want vegetative propagation, they want seed propagation. Are we all following me? So,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
this kind of question, use of insecticide, you can put in brackets chemical methods of control. So even if the marking guide is coming as chemical method, you are safe. And even if it is coming as insecticide, you are safe. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then storing seeds in airtight containers. You can also you can store them in airtight containers. You can store them in silo. Airtight container, example is silo. Do you get it? That is the structure. Do you get it? Or airtight sack. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Another one is use of neem leaf. Those ones are traditional method. There is another means that we do use, most especially when you want to carry out laboratory experiments. You store in cold environments. You can also store in freezer. But then, you know, that cannot accommodate large quantity. Do you get it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
let's look at adaptive features, which also serves as the characteristics of specimen A. Number one, it has hard exoskeleton for protection. Specimen A had exoskeleton for protection. It also had small size and makes it easy for the insects to hide inside seeds. Okay? They have strong mandibles. So the type of mouth part they have, please note, I'm not sure I included that. That one just came now. The type of mouth part they have is boring mouth part. They bore holes. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Their
Yes,
mouth
ma'am.
part, you could be half, that's what is the type of mouth part they have. It is boring mouth part, B-O-R-I-N-G, boring mouth part. So they bore holes using their strong mandibles into the seeds. All right? They also have the ability to lay eggs on seed surface. If you look at this image, you will see some white, tiny structures on the bean. Can you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is the egg. If you have damaged beans at home, you can check. Those white things you see on the beans, they are the eggs. Are we following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah. They also camouflage. They camouflage. And it will make them to blend with the seed environment, especially the height of the seed. If the insects stay close to the height of the seed, this black part, you won't know that it is actually insects. So they also camouflage. They camouflage. Are we following?
Yes, ma'am.
The family.
yes, ma'am.
The family is Chrysomelidae. It is not quite long that they were classified as blue cheats. Sorry, I'm taking you too far. It is not so long that they were classified as blue cheats. Okay, their species name is maculatus. Okay, the botanical name is Calosobruchus maculatus. The way I write it is wrong. It's either I underlined it or I italicized it. They belong to the phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta. Phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta. Okay? And the reason for that is that they have 3 pairs of legs. They belong to class Insecta because they have 3 pairs of legs. Sorry, those ones just came now. And as it was coming, just put it down. They have 3 pairs of legs. They have 3 segmented bodies. They have 2 pairs of wings. They have the elytral one and they have the light one, 2 pairs of wings. So that is that about specimen A. Any question on that?
No, ma.
No. We all got that very well. Okay. So let's move on. Now, the next specimen is specimen B, which is bean seed. So, peradventure, you can ask to identify. If you are asked to identify specimen B, you can call it damaged bean seeds, or you call it bean seeds with holes. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, bean seed with holes or damaged bean seed. And what causes the holes on the specimen B? They are caused by the larva of bean weevil. So when the egg hatches, it is the larva that are deposited inside their holes. Do you get it? And so the larva feeds on the inside of the seed. Okay?
Please, now repeat yourself.
What did you say?
Please repeat yourself.
I said that when the egg hatches, it is the larvae that are deposited inside the hole of the seeds. They feed, they eat within the seed. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You could be asked that you should state observable differences or difference between infested and healthy seeds. Infested seeds, you can see visible holes. But if it is not infested, then there is no visible holes. That is one. Another way or another observable difference is the presence of powdery form, the powder that is generated from the feeding habits. The powder that is generated from the feeding habits of the insect is another thing. Then the infested seeds are lighter in weight, while the healthy seeds are whole, they are firm, and they are heavier. Okay? You could be asked, mention 2 storage methods to prevent infestation or to prevent damage of specimen B. Airtight containers, just like we mentioned initially. Use of neem leaves, pepper as natural repellent during storage. Okay? And you can also use chemical chemical tablets to preserve your grains as well. What stage of the bean weevil life cycle causes the damage to the seed? What stage? You know, I told you that the weevil undergoes complete metamorphosis, which is in 4 stages: the egg, the larva, the pupa, and the adult. And I said the pupa stage is the resting stage. So the stage that causes the damage on the bean is the larva stage. Okay? Stage 2 effects of the infestation on crop quality. Stage 2 effects of the infestation on crop quality. It reduces the nutritional value. That is a point. It reduces seed viability. That is another point. Okay? Don't merge the two together, please. It reduces nutritional value is a point. Reduces seed viability is another point. It reduces market value. Just like I explained earlier on, something that needs to be sold for 5 naira, but because it is damaged, you are even begging people to come and buy it 2 naira 50 kobo. The market value is no longer there. All right? And it also contaminates. It contaminates the grains with fecal particles and parts of the body. I hope we are learning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
How does infestation affect germination of the seeds? Yes. Within the seed, there is always a part that is the germinating part. And here it is called the embryo. So when the larva are feeding within, or when the larva is feeding within the seed, larva does not identify or recognize whether a part is embryo or not. It eats up whatever it could come in contact with. So once the larva eats up the embryo of a seed, the seed becomes non-viable again. What is viability? Viability is ability of the seed to germinate. Viability is ability of the seed to germinate. So any seed that cannot germinate has lost its viability. Okay? So ability of the seeds to germinate in the presence of all necessary factors. All necessary factors are available, but yet the seed does not germinate, then that seed is not viable. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Methods of controlling bean seed infestation. I think we have, this is a repeated question, okay? But then fumigation with pesticide. So this is the tablet. This is the chemical tablet I mentioned, phosphocin. It is tied inside nylon or small cloth, and it is put inside the grain, and the grain is loaded inside airtight container, such as silos. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this is the use of fumigation, use of fumigants, use of pesticides is a modern method. Traditional method is when you put chili pepper, you put neem leaves in your beans. Those are traditional method. And that is that about specimen B. Any question? Any questions
Yes,
so
ma'am.
far?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma, so that means some of things with hole can still germinate.
What did you say?
Does it mean that some of these seeds with hole, bean seed with hole, can still germinate?
That is if the germinating part has not been affected.
Okay,
Do
ma'am.
you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the last specimen we are going to treat for today is specimen C. And it is all plant water leaf plants, all water leaf plants, all, meaning it has the leaves, it has the roots, it has the flowers, it has the fruits. All the parts are present. That is all water leaf plants. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can see the image. Please, tomorrow I will teach us how to calculate magnification. I will teach us how to calculate magnification. Should in case you are asked to draw any. And whenever you want to draw, make sure you label at least 5 parts of your diagram. With that, you are good to go. Once you have correct 5 parts, you will have full mark for your labelings. Okay? If the rule does not change. So if you are to identify specimen C is all water leaf plants. Water leaf plants. Water leaf plants. And the botanical name or the scientific name for water leaf is Thalinium triangulare. Thalinium triangulare. So you could have questions asking you, state 2 economic uses of the plants. Number 1 is that it is a leafy vegetable that is used in soups and stews. Yes, it is used for soup and stews. Okay, it is a leafy vegetable. So this is an example of a leafy vegetable. Peradventure, you are asked to categorize it into a leafy vegetable. Yeah. I remember one more thing concerning these beans. I just remember now. When it comes to agricultural classification of these beans, agricultural classification. Hello, are you there?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it is a pulse. Pulse. P-U-L-S-E. P-U-L-S-E. It is a pulse.
Yes.
Then the nutritional content is protein. It is rich in protein and fiber. Okay? It is rich in protein and fiber. All right. So let's continue. Another economic use of this plant is that it is used in traditional medicine. It is used in traditional medicine to treat some medical conditions such as anemia and
Ma, excuse
inflammation.
me. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
You said pulse is the agricultural name or classification.
yes, agricultural classification.
Okay, ma'am.
You call it pulse or you call it a legume. Do you get it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Pulse or legume. Is either you write pulse slash it with legume. You are still saying the same thing. Okay? It belongs to one of the group of plants that helps in fixing nitrogen to the soil. Do you get it? And it is rich in carbohydrate. It is rich in protein. Okay. So these plants would be given to you with the roots. So if you are asked, what type of root system does it have? It is fibrous root system. Fibrous root system. Okay? You could also be asked, what is the mode of propagation? The stems. You can propagate it using the stems, cuttings. You can also propagate it using the seed. We have water leaf seeds in the market. Are you with me? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
All right. You can also be asked to describe the leaf arrangement of the plant. You can be asked to describe the leaf arrangement of the plant. The leaves are simple leaves. They are alternate and sometimes appear in a spiral arrangement. Can you see? One leaf down, another leaf to the other side above that, another leaf to the other side, and it continues like that alternatively. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
State 2 ecological benefits of the plants. 2 ecological benefits of the plants. Number 1, it helps reduce soil erosion. It reduces soil erosion because it grows like a cover crop. You know, cover crop grows such that their leaves and their stem cover up the surface of the soil. Okay? Then it adds organic matter to the soil. It adds organic matter to the soil when it decomposes. It adds organic matter to the soil when it decomposes. You could also be asked that what type of stem does this water leaf plant have? It has a succulent, fleshy, and herbaceous stem. You will agree with me that the stem of water leaf is very, very succulent. True or false?
True.
True.
Yeah. So it has succulent
True.
and herbaceous stem. Herbaceous stem, meaning the stems are held upright by the means of turgidity. Okay. Mention 2 adaptive features of water leaf plants. Adaptive features. It has fleshy leaves and stems for water storage during dry season. It grows fast. Yes. The rate of growth from water leaf is very fast, and therefore it makes it to thrive quickly and cover the ground. Okay? State the botanical classification of water leaf. The family is Thalinaceae. The genus is Thalinium. The species is Triangulare. And the botanical name is Thalinium triangulare. So, just like I told you the other time, Thalinium will start with capital letter and you underline it separately. Triangulare will start with small letter and you will underline it separately. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So against tomorrow, I would want you to find the drawing of water leaf plants. Okay. Practice it as much as you can. Please After drawing, measure it and make sure it is not shorter than 10 centimeters. From this tip, you can see a part where they wrote fruit. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
There is a part where they wrote fruit, but above their fruit, there is still little part of the flower. So you will measure from that part to the end of the root, to the last tip of the root. It must not be lesser than 10 centimeters after your drawing. Okay?
Okay, ma.
So please practice, and also try to practice this insect as well. It looks complex, right? But you have to practice. Practice it. Practice it. Let Tony Club like practice it, okay? And look at yourself and see how well you are thriving, you are doing it. So don't wait until next week. There is no time. Next week is jam-packed. You can practice 2 diagrams per day. So all other specimens, we have the quill feather. The quill feather, you can see it's specimen D. We have the quill feather. We also have pineapple fruit. Pineapple fruit. The pineapple fruit is dissected. Please practice that also. Longitudinal section. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So what I will do now
Yes,
is
ma'am.
I'll go to the comment section. I will put all those specimens there for you. Now, all those specimens, I'll put them there for you now. So you practice. You practice the ones that involve drawing. For example, the water, you don't need to practice. Okay, please ma, send us the notes. After, okay, maybe I will send the one for today, and subsequently I will send the rest. All right, specimen A. Please, nobody should interrupt my typing, please. I hope we are still there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma.
Yes, ma'am. We are.
Thank you. Over the next pineapple fruit. Pineapple fruit, longitudinal section. So we still do this ones tomorrow. If this one is transverse section. So please, when you are searching for your diagrams, although I will still bring mine tomorrow, ensure you take cognizance of the sections you are looking at. The longitudinal section is cut from the top. The transverse section is cut in the middle from the side to side. And then you read your protein test very well. This I don't know yet. I'm still thinking of what exactly we want to bring out of it. All right, so those are your specimens. I hope you have all seen it.
Yes, ma'am. I've seen it.
There is no specimen high, oh, don't make that mistake. There is no specimen high. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and J. Specimen A, bean weevil. B, bean seeds with holes. C, water leaf plants. C, quill feather of domestic fowl. E, pineapple fruits. F, orange. G, raw egg. H, test tube. J, longitudinal section. Read up your distance very well to reproduction and fruit formation, since we have fruits and the like. So we will look at 3 more tomorrow, and on Friday we shall round up the rest. All right, any question? All right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, we shall meet again tomorrow. Have a wonderful night rest.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, ma. Ma, what of the note?
Huh?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Ma, what of the note? Can we have it?
The notes, I will send the others. I'm trying to update it. Some things came to my mind to be added, so I will send for just these 3 today. Okay. All right.
Okay, ma, thank you.
All right.